I'm gonna skip as many cutscenes as I can so we can get to the meat of it. He's gonna make us find ingredients for him. This is very much a game made in the mid-2000s. Spot. Okay. Maybe I'll worry about that later. Getting Rio is going to be important, but most of it we're going to have to get through missions, because collecting it around the map is very slow and bothersome. Just starting to do a mission. Alright, we go on our first mission. The one where they train against Kakashi for the first time. It's an insane number of clones. Managed to get 3 ultimate attacks off, but that's just the very first mission in battle, so it's not supposed to be very complicated. He mostly just ran around and hopped. I don't think he even tried to attack me once. Conditions fulfilled. a lot of things. Thanks, game. Okay, cool. Anything else? Alright. Okay, so now you can go back and do the same mission again, but it has bonus objectives. Defeat with ninjutsu and at least one life bar. So basically, do exactly what we did last time. Although I think if it says beat him with ninjutsu, you have to use your regular charged special, not the double charged one. Alright, we got the bonus objectives done. Yeah, so basically, when you complete the mission and then go back and do it again and do the bonus objectives, you end up getting a decent amount of Rio from it. So and of course you complete a bunch of missions, and you run around the overworld for a bit and collect some of the scrolls that you need for other things. There's all kinds of other stuff hidden on the map, and side missions and collectibles, and the biggest thing are the scrolls, because that lets you unlock other stuff later on. This is other mode where you can target multiple things, but it's not super useful, honestly. But scrolls let you unlock other characters' moves for like support stuff, which is incredibly useful. Way up over here, right? Yeah. It is useful in a moment like this, though. Loving the voice overlaps like that because you get two of the collectibles at once. Alright, that ought to be everything there. Where's the map? There it is. Okay, so there's some more scrolls we can get over there, but we can do another mission before we do that. Okay, so here's another thing of the game, is that as you do missions, you get experience, and you have to have enough experience to unlock the next story mission, so it kind of like encourages you to go and do some of the particular ranked missions, as well as the side objectives in previous missions, so we're going to have to go and do some other mission before we can do the next story mission. Some of these are hard, especially the S&A ones. Some are just time-based, so let's just go over and collect the other scroll while I'm thinking about it. I think they're this way. Oh, there's missions, though. Yep. 2 little stands there where we can sell stuff. I don't really recommend selling anything yet until you have used everything that you've collected to make, because some of the things that you need raw resources to make are kind of costly, and if you sell stuff early, you're going to have to redo some missions 1 or 2 times to get the resources back. So I don't recommend selling anything early. Here it is. There are a bunch of, like, very simple puzzles hidden on the map, too, where you have to pick up a box and put it down on a switch and then go to where the area opens because of the switch. Or, what was the other one? Oh, the other one's typically, once you learn a certain move, you can come and break down some walls. And depending on the strength of the wall, you have to have enough chakra there at the top to persist through. But, that's something that you have to do by collecting the food and bringing it back to the ramen shop to increase your maximum chakra bar thing. So some of the stuff is interconnected, and it's really dependent upon what point of the game you're at. Some of this you can't really skip early unless you get enough experience to get certain missions. There's a lot that kind of weaves together in this game in that sense. Also, there are these red spots that show up on the map. And here you can see there's a switch near that red spot. So now we just need to find a crate that we can pick up, and usually they're not too far away. They might be tucked around a corner or something, but I hate that he has to say let's go every time I push the button. Alright, whatever, but the point is you can pick up a crate, put it on that switch, and get that item. Sure, I'm just overlooking where the crate is. Actually, it's probably past this fence over here, isn't it? Okay, I guess I was wrong. Alright. Yeah, and you can also do this. I forgot to mention that, because it's not really super useful. I mean, yeah, you can launch yourself like that, but it's really not as useful as you'd think, other than for collecting some of the scrolls that show up. There we go. sorry everyone. I think I'll have to pause stream here. Maybe pick it up later, because they're about to do some maintenance on the internet. They may have already done so. So, I'll be back then. Because we did make a tiny bit of progress earlier before the internet went south on us. Doing well. That's good to hear. Yeah, no, it was a long hunt, very long hunt, but it came to fruition finally. As they always do, it's just a matter of luck and time. Do we have enough experience to go into the next mission? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yo. Yeah, I don't have enough for that one. There's gotta be something here I can do. Oh yeah, some of these are literally just play the game. Which is kind of nuts, that they just have achievements for, or not achievements, but a mission that's just, have the game on for 2 hours. You don't have to do anything but have the game on. Another one's just walk around. 5,000 steps. We still have a lot to go on that, because we've barely gotten into this at all. And then break targets, or breakable items in general. And I have a lot to do on that as well, so... We can either literally run around for 3,000 more steps, or we can try to do a different thing that'll give us experience. I mean, we might just flat out be able to do this, but it's technically a A-ranked mission, and as far as the game works and the story works, it shouldn't really be able to do that yet, but I'm gonna try it. I don't think it tells us how much experience we'd get for completing the mission. Yeah, payment amount. It doesn't, maybe it doesn't have experience. Interesting. That's kind of lame, actually. Let me see if there's a different one that we have access to that does give experience. Nothing. Or it just doesn't tell you until you've completed it, is the other factor here. There's a bunch of S ones too. Alright. Another S rank mission, just to get all the items, I'm sure. Can also get more shuriken here to throw more at a time in the standby mode, but... Okay, here's a spot where we've got a crate nearby. We can hustle over to the button. Oh, come on, really? I would face the wrong way. Guess I'm just gonna break them by hand, because that didn't want to work properly. Oh, there's another spot. Alright. Grab the box. I don't know why he has to chant like that while he's doing it. I feel like that's expending more energy than him actually carrying the box and hustling. Come on. Do the thing. There you go. I'll have to do that again later, when certain items spawn in, I guess. Those blue points are spots we can save at, but there's nothing worth saving yet. I think we can talk to, is it Aruka over here? Yeah. Oh, that's right, because we can play hide and seek with Konohamaru. I think that's one of the D rank ones that it starts on. Yeah, and we get experience for this. We get 13 experience, so this is perfect. Okay, he's at the front over there. We have to play hide and seek. And he gets all of his Metal Gear Solid boxes. And we do get indicators to help us, and we can talk to people. Definitely saw him this way. The very first box we try. Okay. Easy peasy. All done. Then next time we'll have to find him and one of his friends, and then the third time it'll be 3 of them. And the only one that's can be irritating is the third one, because they can be all spread out around the map. There's so many boxes and people to talk to. But you can also just find all 3 in a row sometimes too. Alright, so doing that... Okay. I keep doing that by accident. Oh, actually I can do that again, can't I? Because there's bonus objectives, which is just do it fast, which I did already. We'll go ahead and knock this out. That way we'll have plenty of experience to do some story missions in a row. Just over here. Okay, not that one. Too bad we couldn't get him on the first one again.
Where's he hiding? What a bummer.
There we go.
There you are.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to check on something. It looked like I was losing frames there for a second. But we did it again, and we did it in the additional time limits that they put, or time constraints, should it be. more secret scrolls and more experience, so... Oh, let's throw ourselves again by accident. Nice, we got... paused it at the perfect time for him to bounce off the ground. So now we can do the next mission. Which I think is just win the battle, and then there's bonus objectives when you do it the second time. And you have to like use an ally's attack to finish them or something. Or, okay, support them. Use a support character twice. Kind of overkill, but should probably do less of those just because they take up a lot of time, and I could probably do more damage just by landing consistent combos on the less difficult fights like this in the early game. Let's look at the map. I pushed the wrong button again. Yeah, there's enough to go after. We'll go after those real quick. Scoop those up. Let's go all the way up to the top there. There's the box I'm looking for. Now we get to hear the most annoying loop. It's either that or this. Those are the two options. Getting to hear that power-up sound or him go hoit the whole time. Another one I'll have to do again later to get something that drops here, but that's okay. Sorry, I had to change a few things. I hope that helps with the stream a little bit. I don't know why I'm losing frames again today. I just fixed the internet. And when I did the speed test beforehand, everything looked good, so... one way or the other, I'm excited to get the new router that supposedly will work correctly. But that's not for another couple days, so... Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What's up, Wildman Dave? Before I forget, yeah, be sure to check out Poke Stewie's channel. Had a real fun time watching him play Sea of Thieves the other day. He's got some cool stuff going on over there, and also does a lot of Pokemon stuff. But he's got a bunch of different things that he's working on right now, and it's well worth checking out. Okay, we can go ahead and do the next. Yeah, of course, you're welcome, man. Alright, yeah, we can go ahead and do this, the second part of this mission now. And I'm very sorry, I need to figure out what's going on with my... before we get into that. Yeah, thank you for doing that, Wildman Dave. There we go. I hope that that helps, but it still seems like I'm losing frames here rapidly. Let me know how it is on your end. Internet's been terrible lately. Oh, hey Matt, how's it going? Oh, that's not good. I also didn't read what the bonus objectives for this were, so I should probably check that before I finish doing a ton of damage. 30% remaining. Support attack is the finishing blow. Okay. That's a little more complicated, but... Well, now I have to sit and wait for one of them to come back. This is an awkward standoff. There we go. Yeah, that was a really awkward standoff. Alright, give me 1 second, because this is just getting laggy on my side. And if it's happening on my side, it's definitely happening on your side.
I'm great. Mission success.
Alright, let me save real quick.